It's a hard life being a teenager these days, especially if you're a Power Ranger. Hey, what's up? It's a Smurd P video, and we are looking at another Morphonomical issue of Go Go Power Rangers issue 17, written by Ryan, who is going to be at the helm of both this and the Mighty Morphin Power Ranger soon. So that's going to be interesting. I dig Ryan's writing, so happy for him to be on both as long as it works and he's still pumping out good stories, which I suspect he will be. Let the good times roll. So we have a nice okay, we got Rita and what looks to be the moon. There's a little base there, and the Rangers look trapped on the moon. It's a bit bizarre. Let's see what this issue's about. Here is the great talent that produces these books. Got the illustrator Eleonora with ink assistance from Simona. That's by Ed, which is usual, and Rao doing the colors. And we get our little glimpse into the past, and we're going back to 10,000 years, and there is a birth taking place. Now this flashback is pretty cool. So as well as baby girl coming out, we have Zordon, and there is a talk that he's going to be coming once he discovers he has a daughter. So you can only imagine we're talking about Master Vile. And I've just spoiled it for you a little bit prematurely because this baby is called Rita, and her name means order to the universe. Now I like this bit. So this is what Zordon's given her here, and it looks like the scepter which she has when she's grown up or corrupted or whatever happens to Rita. It would be good to explore how she becomes who she becomes, because if we look at who her mother was and what she did to, I guess, get the green power coin, she must have been corrupted at some point. Okay, so this is all about leading up to Green with Evil, and basically Rita is trying to find a way to make the green power coin work with her spells, and at this point it's not going as planned. So it's quite interesting to see a background that she didn't always have the power coin, and that she had to work hard to, I guess, make it work, which I'm sure we'll see how she makes it work at some point, to create the Green Ranger and cast him under the evil spell that she did with Tommy. So here comes the teen angst of the issue, and this one is around Zach. So he's, I guess, with the guidance counselor. He's about to start thinking about college, etc., and what his thoughts on school. And Zach's like, hey, it's all cool, man, because he's quite a chilled out guy. And she's like, wait a minute, you're falling asleep during classes and you're turning assignments in a bit late. And he's like, hey, it's not my fault that the teacher's got a smooth, soothing voice. So, but this is the stuff that you didn't see during the series. The hard part of being a superhero, being tired, working hard constantly, having to try and juggle your life, etc. Peter Parker does it all the time, and these guys were the same. It just wasn't showing me. And at the end of the day, we was watching a kids show. You wouldn't expect to see this stuff. I guess now you probably would, but back then you probably wouldn't. So basically Zach is saying that, you know, when one problem's resolved, they get another one. Hey, there's a nasty night on his birthday, and the problems keep getting worse, and that his friends are in a similar boat and going through the same thing. So I'm digging that the fact that they got some monsters from the show in here. There's a nice little spread. And she says, you can ask for help, basically. And he said, well, there's some things that you have to deal with yourself. Which is true, because he's a superhero. And he pretty much says that, you know, he takes his responsibility serious, but, you know, it just feels like it's never going to end. And this is probably the life of a teenager anyway. Just the fact that they have to save the world from evil monsters. But summer's around the corner, so he's hoping it's going to be super relaxing. Okay, so this is quite a nice, fun moment between these two. So Trini is saying that you should be joining the expo, which is where he fights Tommy in that first episode, in the first sort of 10 minutes. of that episode, and it's quite cool. And this bitch, he's like, you know, I want to kiss you and stuff, but I can't do it, can I? And then Kimberly's like in there, and they're like all acting weird. And she's like, hey, I'm going to see my dad. You guys are strange. Okay, and here's the other mystery. Somebody knows who the Rangers are, and they are helping him. And B's like, we should tell Zordon. And Zach's like, hey, no, you know, maybe it's Mrs. Appleby. And, you know, he's not taking it really seriously. And he's like, look, they're looking out for us. It's all good, sort of thing. But what if they're not? That's Billy's response. Okay, Rita's going off on a secret mission, and she is taking Scott with her. In the meantime, Golda, Vince, and Boo want to wreak havoc on the Rangers and defeat them to make her happy, I guess. So she's like, yeah, go have fun, etc. And Vince is like, I've got the right monster in mind. Meanwhile, the teen angst carries on with Kimberly seeing her dad, who has recently divorced her mum, and he's like, hey, I wanted to try anything to make it work, which is, yeah. And she's probably doesn't want to hear that crap because, you know, who wants to know about their parents' ins and outs? Not most teenagers, to be fair. And and she's off. And she's happy to hear Alpha's voice. Okay, just when I thought they couldn't do this sequence any better, we've got It's Morphin Time. Mastodon, Pterodactyl, Triceratops, Saber-tooth Tiger, Tyrannosaurus, Go-Go Power Rangers. It's got dinosaurs there. The Power Rangers morph in, and boom, we have the Rangers firing out of the comic pages as I speak. Okay, so the putties are attacking the local museum, and these guys made a joke. If I knew this stuff was going to happen, I would have gone to the museum when I was little. Meanwhile, Kimberly's firing her bow and arrow, and Jason's making small talk with Trini, saying, I hear somebody went to the fair, meaning Kimberly's date with Skull. And she's like, oh, I was thinking maybe when we're done. It's like, okay, it's a date now. Let's talk more kicking. Get your head in the game and stop getting out of your thoughts of Trini. Meanwhile, on this planet, Rita and Squat are attacking these things that are kind of mahoosing the area, and it looks quite nice. There's some nice little wild stuff going on there, and now it's like, follow me, please. So this place is known as the nursery, which is very interesting. But it's what Rita picks up, which we saw at the beginning of the issue, that is probably more intriguing. So this must have some sort of power, I guess. Let's find out if we do find out. So the Rangers are trying to evacuate the museum. Meanwhile, the Staposaurus Rex, it's such a crazy name, is on the case, and Jason's willing to sacrifice himself while Trini gets the people to safety. That's what a good leader does. And it's all or nothing as the roof is collapsing. And there is some bones falling down. But there's a force field directed around the Yellow Ranger and some people. And there's none other than this awesome dude. Look how cool he looks. He's such an alpha, but he doesn't look like an alpha. But he does look like an alpha. And these guys figure out that he must be the computer that's been trying to help them. And he's like, hey, I'm Alpha 1 actually. And I'm here to provide additional assistance. And he looks creepy. He looks like some sort of metal fish. And Alpha 1 pretty much dismantles the putties so easily. And the Ranger's like, oh, maybe we should be better than what we are. And the Apex Predator now is ripping Jason to pieces. And Alpha 1's like, you've got stuff to do, and explanations will come later. These guys are distracted by what their monster is doing. Meanwhile, Rita and Bamboo return, and it's not Bamboo I am talking rubbish, it is Squat. And she's like, I need some privacy to conduct my spell, and if I don't come out in an hour, you best not come in. And she's like, Lokar, the conjuring spell better be worth what she paid for it. So she smashes her device, and what does that release? Holy moly, it is Mother's Day. And look at that. That is wicked. Because if you think about the Rangers, they all had the same kind of Power Ranger outfit. Even the Green Ranger underneath the shield had the same. So there's something that's going to happen that's going to unlock these powers. And it has something to do with this shield. So I am digging these explanations that Ryan is giving us for what Rita is doing, or just like a little backstory in the Power Coin is pretty darn cool. So once again, Go-Go Power Rangers is my favorite Power Rangers at the moment. everything that is written is gold from Ryan, and it's so worth getting. Even if you can get the last 17 issues, get them, read them. They're all awesome. The whole series is awesome. I cannot praise this series enough. So go pick it up, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Follow my Facebook page, SmurredP, and embrace the geekiness. Take care. Goodbye.